Hello everyone. Are you a person who is living with a urethral catheter inside his body to drain out urinary bladder? If yes, then you have to take care of your catheter and also the urinary bag. In my previous videos, I have spoken to you about how to take care of your catheter. But in this video, I shall be talking to you about what all should you do to take care of your urobag. The urobag has various parts. First of all, it has a urobag tube which connects to the bag with the help of an entry valve and then the bag itself. And from the bag, there's an outlet called exit valve. The exit valve in some urobags is located on top of the bag instead of being located at the bottom. Let me talk about these various parts one by one. Talking first about the tube of the urobag. Firstly, be careful that this tube of urobag should not get too much twisted. Otherwise, it will get blocked. Even if the tube remains kinked or blocked for some time, the urine will stagnate in urinary bladder and you may have either pain or you may get predisposed for urinary infection. Pay attention to the clarity of urine flowing inside the tube of the urobag. It should look like crystal clear water as shown in this picture. You may notice some whitish crystals flowing in the urine of the urobag. You should also pay attention to the color of urine flowing inside the urobag. Do you notice any blood in urine? Or do you notice any blood clot traveling down the tube of the urobag? So if you notice either of these things, the crystals or the blood, then you must assess the quantity of the both. Firstly, try to identify the quantity of crystals in the urobag. They may be less as seen in the picture on the left, or they may be far too many as shown in the picture on the right. Similarly, you must assess the amount of blood in the urobag tube. It may be very small amount which will stain the urine pinkish or light red, or it may be dark red as shown in the picture on the right. Why is this important? If you have light blood in your urine, please increase the amount of liquid intake and then keep an eye on the color of urine coming out in the bag. Mostly it will clear by increasing your intake of water. But if it persists, please inform your doctor. But in case the amount of blood in the tubing of urobag is far too much as seen in this picture, then don't waste your time. Immediately inform your doctor and also keep a watch on the urine flowing out of the catheter. This much of blood can potentially block the catheter. If you notice any clot in the urobag tube, try to recognize what this clot is made up. It may be either a piece of stone, or it may be just the blood clot, or it may be a mucus plug kind of thing. And you record that finding. If this keeps on happening again and again, then you notify it to your doctor. These clots can block the tube of the urobag. So if you notice such a thing, then just increase the amount of your liquid intake and just be observant whether your catheter is draining adequately or not. Next, coming to the second part of the urobag, that is the inlet valve of the urobag. You should avoid the kinking of the urobag tube just at the level of inlet valve as seen in this picture. This point is very vulnerable for kinking because Eurobag tube tends to fall outwards. If that is happening in your bag, then you straighten this Eurobag tube as shown in the picture B, and not only that, as shown in picture C, you can tie the straightened Eurobag tube. You can fix the straightened Eurobag tube in a clip which is provided in some Eurobags. Some bags have an additional filter just below the inlet valve. Keep an eye on this also. In some situations, it becomes dirty and probably clogged. If that is the case, it calls for a replacement of the Eurobag. Next, let us see what all you should look for in the Eurobag itself. In the Eurobag, first keep an eye on the quantity of urine inside the bag, the color of urine inside the bag, the clarity of urine inside the bag, presence of crystals inside the Eurobag, and finally an overview about the maintenance. What do I mean by the amount of urine coming in the Eurobag? Please see that your Eurobag will have some marks. There must be some digits written. If the urine is filled to a particular level, you can look at these marks and assess the quantity of urine, the volume of urine inside the bag. As shown in this picture, the amount of urine is about 1 liter. You must record the volume of urine coming in the Eurobag in a sheet and maintain a proper record at the interval of 2 hours. In general, or at minimum, you must record what is your urinary output in 12 hours. Next, keep an eye on the color of the urine in the Eurobag. In normal situations, it should be as clear as water as seen in picture A, but in some situations, it can be pinkish and light red as shown in picture B, or if you have a problem, then as shown in picture C, it can be frank blood coming in your Eurobag. Why is this important? Again, if it is a small amount of blood in the Eurobag and the color is just light red, you can increase the amount of your liquid intake and typically this will clear in few hours. But if redness persists, please inform your doctor. But remember, if the amount of blood is so much as seen in this picture, it is excessive, in fact, then you must consult your doctor immediately. And remember, such thick blood can block the Eurobag tube, the inlet valve, the catheter, and you can have feeling of stagnating urine inside your urinary bladder. So it becomes real emergency. Next thing what you should see is there a cloudiness in the urine in the Eurobag? As seen in the picture on the left, the urine is clear. But as you can appreciate by looking at the picture on right, that the urine is turbid because of pus coming in the urine. If there is excessive cloudiness, this can be a sign of infection. Please increase the amount of oral liquids and inform your doctor and get your urine tested for presence of urinary infection. Is the color of bag getting purple? The picture on the left shows you a clear bag. The picture on the right shows you the purple colored bag. This purple discoloration is known as purple bag syndrome, and it indicates extreme infection by a specific type of bacteria, which is difficult to eradicate by routine antibiotics. So please replace your bag immediately and get your urine checked for urinary infection and take opinion of your doctor. Next, you should see that are there crystals sticking inside the wall of the Eurobag? Then are they less in amount or they more in the amount? These crystals are made up of phosphate, and if there are excessive crystals in urine, some of these will stick to the wall of the Eurobag And even though you increase the amount of water intake and increase the amount of urine, these stuck up crystals will not be removed. So you will have to replace your urinary bag. Next, coming to the care of the urobag, where should you keep the urobag? Please remember, at all the times, the level of the urobag should remain lower than the level of urinary bladder located inside the lower part of your abdomen. If you are walking, as shown in picture A, you can hold it in your hands, or else with the help of a clip, you can fix it to your undergarments. If you are sleeping, you can suspend the urobag by the side rails of the bed like this. So at all the 3 times, the level of the bag should be lower than the level of the urinary bladder. This will facilitate proper drainage. Some patients have a small urobag and they want to tie it to their leg. This is called leg bag. You can anchor it with the help of straps as shown in picture on the left, or you can have a sleeve jacket inside which you can keep this leg bag. Some patients like to keep a bag attached to their thigh so that they can hide that bag inside their garments. Again, you can fix the thigh bag with the help of straps as shown in picture on the left, or you can use a jacket. Now, use of this leg bag or thigh bag gives you a greater degree of mobility because you don't have to hold the bag in your hands. Please remember where not to keep the urobag. Never keep the bag on your bed or on the ground. In either of the situations, the bag can catch infection, and this infection will go inside the urine and will have serious consequences. Next, what should you look for in the exit valve of the urobag? Please remember, if the exit valve is located on the top of the bag, keep it closed. This is how the closed valve looks like, and this is how the open valve looks like. You must not leave the exit valve unnecessarily open. Keep it closed as shown in the picture left all the time. Open it only when you are required to drain the bag. Otherwise, it must be kept tightly closed. If you keep it open, then environmental infection from your neighborhood can go inside the bag. Also take precaution that when you are going to open the exit valve, you must disinfect your hands properly. Either you use clean sterile gloves, or if you do not have glove, at least sanitize your hands thoroughly before touching the exit valve. Also remember, when you drain the bag out through the exit valve should be far away from the surface of the toilet seat. It should not touch the toilet seat. In that case, the infection from toilet seat will enter the urobag. Also, be sure to empty the urobag at the interval of 6 hours. And every time you empty the bag, record the amount of urine that you drained out from the bag. If at any time you notice a variation that the amount of urine which you were draining previously was more and now it has become lesser, then you inform the doctor. So I hope you have understood these important points regarding the self-care of your urobag. If you are observant, vigilant and careful, and not only you, your caregivers also, then you can detect a complication that's going to happen to you in future and you can take a timely action. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you have any questions and comments, please write on my email. Thank you.